Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're doing a YouTube tour. I did not get that. So, if you haven't seen Pog's YouTube channel, subscribe to. We got a tour of Kitty Kingdom. What is my boy doing in here? Hold the fucking phone. Why is Alec? Why are you over here, Tyler? Hey. This isn't even part of my video plot, but yeah, I guess we could make this work. This is Tyler, people. Tyler's one of my coolest friends. Aren't you, Alec? We are part of the Shimp SMP. So if you haven't seen Pog's video, this is her house. Here's the dogtopia flag. Oh, Alex did a curse in this chat. So, we're leaving Kitty Kingdom, or Catopia. We're heading to Dogtopia, superior in every way. Let us begin. We're gonna do the military base first. Now, I actually built this on my own. We'll do the watchtower. This is a watchtower design I built on my own, dead ass. And got a map of everything. It needs to be updated, but as you can see, it's like a pretty decent chunk of the military base, which we call Air Base 1, because we have Air Base 0 across the world. We're gonna go take a tour of that too. This is one of the hangars that, I put these F-22s in. Each country, or actually each state of Dogtopia has a different one. This is Tyler. This is Pog. I get the black one because I like stealth compared to them. They like to be out there. These are the hangars. We haven't named them yet, so if you guys name a hangar, go right ahead. I'll have a sign. We also have a science base. So what I was planning to do before Alec removed an add-on was to make like underground. And this barrier blocks them. I was gonna make like an underground action route. I think Tyler's trying to. I was gonna make this science thing in barrier blocks. Alec needs to get that. Another build I kind of did on my own because superiority. What else is there? Ooh, I did build more stuff. I built this parking lot, more hangars. What the Tyler did? But you do. Here. There's more hangars, and we have our newest addition to Dogtopia airbase is the cargo planes. I was about to say we're the three. And the three cargo drones that I have been working on. We have more areas for like fighter jets. We also have a cool runway. It was a lot bigger, but I was like, fences. I gotta dig this out myself. Here's one of my other fighter jets. We don't have a name for it. We have names for the cargo bay, which is Rage. This one is this one doesn't actually have a name. We're going to probably name it the Black Hawk, just due to the fact that it looks like a Black Hawk, just a little bit different from, or technically the back. The coolest thing about Dogtopia is we're technically the biggest of all the river, and we also have the most builds. This is the barracks for military. If you haven't gone to like military videos or haven't seen them, barracks are something where soldiers tend to sleep. So this is where like my dogs will probably sleep at some point. But that's enough for the barracks. Here's the flag for the airbase. It's not the coolest flag, but it is like. Oh, I do have a Dogtopia. It's a little bit different. It was meant to resemble the Dogtopian flag, but I kind of didn't go for that. As you can see, the Dogtopian flag has everyone's color. White for Bloxy, blue for me, red for Pyro, pink for Pog. Oh wait, no, red for Tyler, pink for Pog, and black for Pyro. And we're the most united part of the server due to the fact that we all have one goal, and that's peace. And as you can see, we have the military wall. There is a tunnel which leads to public. No one wants to see that. If I wanted to do a tour of the whole realm, it's gonna be an hour long video. And I probably will. God damn it, Tyler. He's just hovering over me, guys. Here is another watchtower that I built. As you can see that flag up there, that is my state flag. So in the SMP, we have 3 flags. We have a union flag, a country flag, and a state flag. Dogtopia is both the union and the country, as it's basically uniting. Here is my state flag. Grab it. I was underneath a different name than Dogtopia. I was named the Inferno Legion, and this is where it kind of comes in. The blue flames were meant to represent souls, and the skull was meant to represent 2 blades underneath the skull itself, showing that we were not afraid to go to war, and that we were not afraid to take souls. I don't mean that, like, satanically. I mean, like, we're not afraid to kill people. We're making another cool addition to Dogtopia. Me and Pog are building it as, like, a cool thing. Due to the fact I've built a lot of military bases, this was meant to be Cherry Village, one of the cooler builds. And I'm going to show off one of my newer things that I'm building. The medieval Dogtopia, which Pog also picked a name for. He was really great with this. We just had to pass Alec plays, but you know, nothing special. Pick up that wall. I really have to hope. We do have like these cool bridges that me and Tyler built. Tyler built this one with me. I built this one. We haven't named the path, but the bridge, the Sundrop Bridge. This one is Moonfalls. It's gonna change up to probably Moondrop, and we're gonna have Tyler's name on it because he picked it. We're gonna go through Moondrop though to get to the main area. This is a watchtower for, you know, Dogtopia. Due to the fact Dogtopia is the biggest country, we need to... Okay, again, Tyler, what the fuck are you doing? He just likes to hover near me, guys. But it's meant to, like, secure the area in case of an invasion. It's mostly meant for that. Tyler, if you say something fucking stupid, I'm gonna kill myself. Joking. Don't do that, people. But I did build this. Yes, it's YouTube tutorials, and it's really not the worst thing people are doing in Minecraft, because everyone's done it. I built this. My goddamn self. Okay, I was making sure that nothing changed. This is the Dogtopian medieval center. Like, this took me a really long time, and I would hate if it just vanished. We have the wall. It's fully done. And there's the country of Skaro. One of Dogtopia's bigger allies, as Skaro does hold up probably 80% of Dogtopian turf. It's basically like how America is as big as Russia. It's basically like that, maybe even bigger. I would have to check. We have these hills that hold no real good advantages for me. People could just jump. Where the fuck is my music? Where's the music, bro? Play some fucking jam. Oh my god, what did the title change to do? But I do plan to build a medieval village, and you'll probably see that in more tours, or even in the SMP episode 4. But I'm not going to record episode 4. My good friend Bloxy is having the honors to do it, as you'll see in the upcoming trailers for episode 3 and 4. There is a little bit of a hint to the upcoming new members. Of course, Bloxy is not one of those. Why? Well, I'm just surrounded by fucking morons. I love you, Tyler, and I know you're gonna watch this, but fucking hell, dude. You fly and stalk me. But let's go through Moonfall Bridge. I had to zone out for a second. Me and Tyler, like I said, we built this bridge. I added some of the cooler stuff, such as like the gates, like so that way in case you wanna like. I was gonna say, you could kind of just look. We could show off that area, but it's nothing special. It's just kind of a border. Welcome to the main area of Dogtopia. The biggest and probably the best looking areas of the whole realm. We have our beacon. It shows the Dogtopian colors. Now you might be like, wait, where's pink? this isn't the dogtopia. Dogs have different colors for the unit that I placed them as. That's them being united behind Blazer. Blazer was the very first leader of Dogtopia, and if you've ever seen, I think I've gone live streaming, like all my live streams, oh, Tyler left. I've live streamed, and Blazer was in most of my live streams, and we sadly lost him to Beast, as Beast had suicide bombed Dog Blaze, which was over here. The TNT killed Blazer himself, and we have his gear in the museum. I felt like making this as a memorial for him, just due to the fact he was my very first dog, and like I really did enjoy Blazer more than most of the other animals in this realm. We have my sheeps because they're pretty stupid looking. We got cows. Oh, ooh, I wonder who added that sign. Okay. We got chickens. And then Alec plays over there, you guys. He's in the chicken pen. I tell him to get out of it, but he's just. And here's my pigs. My mom's from around here. We got my sugarcane farm. One of the cooler things I built, yes, also I had a search up. I was like, what Java and Bedrock are different. So Java has a different way of getting sugarcane, but yet you can use the same techniques. This is the main pathway down to my house. But let's take a quick detour go over this side of the dog. This is where the meat dogs are, and I do need to change this. Because it's no longer Blazers and Infernos, there's woods. Wood. Oh, well, that just fucked up. That just works. Let's meet them though. This is Coco. She was the wife to Blazer, who sadly did pass away. And how this happened was there was TNT dogs that kind of came through here. The rest of the dogs were out of the area. And all 4 spots hit Blazer and his gear. I wasn't on the ground. I was up in the air with my Blazer. Sadly, we couldn't save him. It does look like someone was trying to kill him. Here's Inferno Wood, Spruce Woods and Inferno's kid. Bruce Wood right here. He's the daughter of Blazer and Coco. And it was kind of sad doing the whole funeral thing. We did not live stream videos for this and me, Pyro, and Alec all did a ceremony for him. Because it felt like it was right. Of course, in the trailer you do kind of see the Blazer statue. Don't see everything else, so of course the trailer does that. We're not really gonna care for that. Over here is the nursery that I was making for dogs. Basically, this is where I just mass breed them, so I can have soldiers, I can have guards, and this is where most of them fit. Down here we have my generals. My generals are much more smaller compared to like blue, red, purple, and black. But orange is kind of where Inferno came from. Of course, each name is kind of like based off of like certain stuff. So you won't see like the birth names for most of these dogs. I didn't even make more. Of course, like I did it also off like the description of them. So like some of these will be like random. There's black chalk in here. I just felt like having that. Here's my potato farm. And here's my defense. I almost said gods. The dogs all have a certain kind of these dogs will always defend me if I'm ever on someone else's territory and I'm like, hey, I'm worried that I'm gonna get attacked. I'll bring like 4 of these guys. And these guys are like the front of most attacks. And I'm glad that they're still alive. They're still chilling. Oh, there's Cole. Hi, Cole. But they're kind of chill. I also, when I was building their hangars, I also grabbed blocks that kind of like would resemble them. In each one, I chose a different theme. So blue got nether wart and also prismarine with like yeah, blue concrete and terracotta. But I did make sure everything kind of made sense, like soul sand, the fences. These will probably get changed up, and I also like the fact it's deep slate because my walls are deep slate, and it shows that I'm like the one country that's really been here since day one, compared to the Ducky Republic that shattered due to the fact Ducky Nation is as superior as Dogtopia. We have my attack dogs. I'm not gonna go in the pen, but these guys are like my warriors. They will always be around if I go to war. They're the first couple to kind of out. I also have an elite amount of dogs that are at the military base right now. You didn't see them because they're on a watchtower. This is my garage. It's really small, I know. This is where we had a different add-on. Sadly, it was removed, and now the shit's bugged. I had a shark motorcycle, because you know I'm pretty fucking tough. And one of the dogs I do know is in that pen. His name is Bone. It was a honor thing for, or no, not Bone, it's Boone. I know I'm saying his name wrong and my wife's gonna beat my ass, but I chose honor for it because it felt nice. I did have that. I also had a fuel tank here. I had 2 helicopter pads because I tend to fly around the helicopter, which you guys did see in the very first SMP video, which wasn't scripted. We do have helicopters in here. One of my helicopters go here, and when I'm flying to maybe the military base or someone else's base, I'll return there. A carrot farm. This is where I tend to feed the pigs, and I also just make sure I have food. And this is my horse pen. I know my wife is literally like screaming at the top of her lungs. This is Buck, and this is his 2 sisters. I haven't found names for them, but if you guys want to like name them in the comments, 100%, I'm allowed it. You guys get to name the stuff here. There's also this public area, which I'm not going to like entirely show, but I will show off Blazer's Lake over there. This is my backyard. This is the most restricted area of Dogtopia, unless you're part of Dogtopia. So let's show you around. Because everyone lacked any. This is my like watchtower / chimney area. This is where you chill, and you could even come up here and like look at the realm. Which is different. Down here is the second floor filled with campfires. And you can just chill here, talk to your homies. It's meant to be just a peaceful area, and I do realize, ladies and gentlemen, I did miss some areas of Dogtopia. I'm going back to them. No worries. Relax. Please. Just relax. Whew. These are my copper golems. One is named Copper, because I'm not really original, and I'm basic. Here is Coppery, and there's Copy. I don't know who's cat. Oh, this is Pog's cat. He tends to hide their animals in my house, and I do not agree with it. This is my storage area / main area. I haven't decorated this. I don't really chill in my house as much. I kind of build. Down here is my basement storage. It's where, like, if you ever look at the live streams, you'll see me kind of down here and casually put stuff away. And yeah, I mean, it's not really cool. I'm not finished with it. I don't think I'll ever be, because I have the medieval shit to be doing. Let's go up to my upstairs. This is where I keep most of my weapons and my gear. Here's my iron set, my elytras, diamond, leather for hunting, because I like to go hunting sometimes. Here is my weapons. Okay. The spear from hell, crucible. That one was actually Pyro's that he handed to me. I have an axe. I have my shovel. I have. Where's my diamond one? There we are. There's my diamond one. I was looking for that. And here, where's Gizmo? There's Gizmo. He's just chilling. I do need to make a post later, but most of my stuff up here is not special. I did not toy. This is my enchantment table. This is where I put the Dogtopia news, which I need to go. Of course, Dogtopia news is most of the server, so I have to take a lot of travel. Over here, I have my smelting area where I smelt ores. I cook stuff. What the fuck's wrong with my window? Why is it broken? I'm gonna sue someone. Over here is my kitchen. I have a lot of food. Like, a lot of food. I spend a lot of time fishing and just killing animals with, you know, looting too. Oh, here's Cut Your Ass. Best sword in the whole game. Oh, fuck. So this is my other part of like, the watchtower. As you can see, it kind of goes through my whole place. And I'm kind of going to plan to use it as more of like a chilling out area. I don't know. If you guys have any idea of what, just put them in the comments. I'd really love to know what you guys think and what you guys want to see build. Alright, now we're going to my front yard. Like I said, we're going back to Dogtopia, so we're not going to miss anything special. This is my front yard. This is my front yard. I actually took what I did for Pog, where I made her cherry trees kind of like cover the path, and I just used it for my spruce trees and my path. Damn it, guys, close my shit. This is where, like, people know not to trespass, because if you do, I will kill you, openly. I have told everyone in the realm that if I see someone walking my path and I'm not building and I'm very much bloodthirsty, I will just power you. This is the public spruce bridge that I built. This is my side of it, this is the public side. Of course, there is more that I own that I'm not like, showing off, because I haven't built anything on them. So I'm like, if I have trouble with this door, I'm gonna crash out. The door almost got that. Oh, here's one of my other shields that I own. This one's meant for my country flag. It's like no cooler than the other one. It looks like a giant hand is on it, like smearing down, which it actually does look kind of cool. But this is just my house. It's nothing too special. Here's where I put my oxalotl. He's at the very bottom. And you guys would probably say, like, in my earlier videos, probably up to SMP, you guys didn't see much of me farming a lot of land, and now I'm the biggest country, and Alec Plays absolutely despises it, but hashtag love Dogtopia, hashtag fuck Ducky Nation. This is the bridge. Here's wood bridge. It's basically meant to be like a dock for Blazes Lake. Of course, I built a really cool military base under here, which I was. Okay, I was about to say Alex Invisible. This is Blazes Lake. Please watch your goddamn self. You will drown. This is Blazes Lake. Probably one of the bigger lakes in the whole area so far. Given the fact everyone covers this. Here is the Dogtopian meeting hall. This is where the stage of Dogtopia kind of meet up, we talk, you know, we have a little bit of a chit chat. This is the map of Dogtopia. There used to be another map, if you ever looked at the trailer. Map was over there. I replaced it and I put it in here for the Dogtopian meeting hall. So, like you said, you don't get to see everyone's flags, but here's Pyro's. He's part of the Iron Valley. Tyler never said his country name, but you know what? I think the Red Skulls would be great for him. This is Catopia and Dogtopia, which are well, Dogtopia flags up there. So there is 4 different ways to get into the meeting hall. We have the main public area. We got another public area. Public. This one is a little bit more restricted. Oh, no, okay, I'm gonna crash it. This is my construction vehicles. We all chose country colors. I chose white. I think white kind of suits Dogtopia a tad bit. Due to the fact, you know, most of my builds are either white or dark. And I could have chosen a darker color, but I was like, nah, white would be kind of cool. This is the Dogtopian trading pose. It's not like the coolest build. What I did for the glass was I did the Dogtopian. And I think it kind of came out pretty good. This is where employees only can go, and there is paths that you can like kind of follow. We have it's not like entirely done, so trust me, this looks really ugly just right now. This leads to Alec Plays' land. I actually made a railway system. It took 10 minutes at best, and that's a lot of copper right now. Get out of this. I'm the only one allowed to kind of come here due to the fact that I own Dogtopia. I have rules. This is my Dogtopian traders. I just basically found a lot of donkeys out in the wild, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna name them something. Again, if you guys want to have like cute names, 100% put them in the comments. I will name them that. I have no issue doing it. Now, if we leave and start heading here, this is the Inferno Village. Now, it looks kind of spruce, and I love spruce. It's one of my common builds. I should probably actually change it, because I'm sure my villagers are falling down here. This is the pathway from Iron Valley to Dogtopia. Now, I technically own in front of this gate. It just, I don't want to fall and die today. But there is death traps here, and I just, you know, have to block this off. Hold up, I got like 3 walls in here. There. This is, oh, there's Bloxy's dog. I forgot he had that here. This is the Dogtopian Zoo. We got camels. We got pandas. We got parrots. Hi, Alec. We got polar bears. And we got... Again, we don't have names for him. Just cute little guy. For all of them. So if you guys want to name them, put in the comments. What the fuck? I hate when he does that. We have iron... Oh, Alec left it down. Oh, W, bro. This is Glinda's house. Basically, Pog had a cat that lived here. Not anymore. She's pretty much taking it. Shit. Do I want to do areas that I own? Yeah, I'll do that too. Like stores I own. Here's another one of those watchtowers. This is a build that I made for the tunnel. We were planning to do pathways, and if you wanted to go to Dogtopia, you'd have to come here and talk to me, and I'd let you in. The tunnel I did build. Like, I built all on my own. I was going to say that just looks a lot shinier, but that's just my texture pack. It leads to the military base, so it goes in and out. Not the smartest decision I've made in my whole life. But hey, who's shitting me, right? It leads to the police station that you guys saw on my stream. If you were there during it, me and Alec were building an apartment and a police station. Let's get back on path. I built the public paths. You don't understand how much material this took. It took a lot. Here's my parrot. Again, I don't know what to name it. Probably something stupid. This is Fire Gatlin's bar. Oh my god, it's the best thing to come into this realm. So we found ways to... Yeah, well, yes, I'm a little thirsty. Oh my god. Yeah, we basically made a bar here. That just strike me. Oh. Oh, yeah. How long does this go? Wow. I gotta go fucking find a bucket. Where the fuck's the bucket? The fact I can do this. Oh, that was it? No. I don't need a bucket then. Back here, there we go. This is Blazer Lake, I did talk about. This is what creek is it? I think this is Pyro River. The museum! I made the museum. Probably one of the cooler builds that I also made as well. Just due to the fact that I just made it, and it was once owned by Alec, and the museum's kind of closed right now. But we are opening it up to the public. Here's the police station. Again, if you ever go to my live streams, you'll see that I built it. Girls' room. Closing the doors up. Men's room. And like I said, we have the end dragon here. We had the void dragon egg. Again, wasn't on the trailer because Alec Place is an idiot. You can blame him. Here is Blazer's armor. It kind of tells us what like happened to him. Kind of sucks that he died. I hated it. I hated the whole fact that Blazer was the only dog to get killed. The police station, though, is also another build that I made. At this point, I should just do a whole fucking run. But no, I'm not doing that. The police station is under Dogtopian control, because Dogtopia, and we have the most money. Alec made himself a fucking quill box. Well, he's going back to jail no matter what, due to the fact he's a terrorist. We kind of have, like, the bathrooms over there, front counter, with info, so you can kind of sit there and, like, read off people's papers. And, yeah. Most of these bridges you'll probably be seeing soon enough. I also built. This is East Town Village, so we're kind of like on the east side. We're not on the west. It's kind of more of a shit. It's more of a rando village. It's not like one whole type of village. It's just a random one. We have the Ember Bridge or Crimson Bridge. Whew. Gotta remember what I name these things. Crimson Bridge was the very first bridge I think I've ever built in Minecraft. It was one of the few bridges that we kind of did when we first went to the Nether. I built this bridge, that bridge. I'm not going to talk about it. What the fuck? Someone stole my product. What? Okay, you take the copper, but you won't goddamn take the goddamn leather. What? This was my armor store that I was making. I was meant to have more armor here. It's closed at the moment due to the fact that I'm way too lazy to do this. We're going to the very first military base, not bridge. We call it Air Base 0 due to the fact it's the first, and 0 is the first number. Here's the pale bridges that I made. One of Fire Gallon's boats. We're kind of unloading cargo from it right now. Me and Alec both touch borders here, and it's kind of one of the more uncomfortable positions for Dogtopia due to the fact Alec hates us. And it's called Dog Military Base, but we call it Military Base 0. As you can see, here's the old country flag, but it's for the Infernal Legion. It has horns to show that, you know, we're not afraid of what we're called. Here's number 0. I built this on my when I was building it, I didn't really think of a number. I was just kind of thinking of like, hey, I'm gonna build it here. Here's another one of those watchtowers, like I said, another jet runway. We do kind of have copper bulbs instead of like the regular lanterns. Here's another one of these hangars. These ones are not used for fighter jets though. I don't know why Tyler's jets down there, but these are kind of used for my special fire charge cannon. They do work. They 100% work. I've like tested them out and actually activated one. Yeah, Alec's place was on fire. Here is my Osprey. If you don't know what these are, they're kind of like helicopters slash planes. They're really cool. Another one of the watchtowers. This was the very first one, by the way. This was the first watchtower. Looks like it was damaged. Thank you, Pog. I know you're watching, but thank you. 32 minutes, actually. That's not bad. Oh. I mean, it's not all of Dogtopia. Oh, okay. And it looks like Alec built himself a house. But it is kind of one of the more bigger things. And if I ever want to do the whole realm, I'll actually get the whole server to be part of it. Since, you know, the whole server is part of the realm, and I can't just, you know, go into people's territory without them knowing. You might be like, wait, what's this cobblestone wall? The cobblestone wall was started on one of my live streams as a public wall to kind of show off, like, hey, this is public, no one owns this, and it's going to kind of stay that way. And even public people have a flag, so it's not underneath anyone's rule. But yeah, no, I think, honestly, I can't wait for episode 3 to kind of come out, and I can't wait for what Bloxy does in episode 4 for the SMP. We're still kind of getting that all figured out, but if the SMP does kind of break ground, we tend to keep the story going, and we hope that you guys, the viewers, do enjoy. But I am still going to kind of show off stuff I built. This is the graveyard. This is where all our animals died at. As you can see, Blazers here. We were going to put a bone here, but I felt like it would be disrespectful to the leader. My happy guest who was shot by Alec Blaze. Or my dogs that died and got slain. And there was wolves that I had that died. Pog's cat, you can tell. Pyro, that totally didn't die to, you know, the Pyro. And here's more of my stuff. Like I said, though, it's kind of cool being a part of this, being the one to make the lore for the SMP. And even though we are kind of like a very struggle moment with, you know, new users, we do plan to, I think, invite one more user. I think there's one more coming after Bloxy, and whoever it is owns the Nether. Let's just say that. It could be Bloxy, it could be this other user, and only us SMP users know. Navarro also plans to have a big moment in this storyline. So does Ducky Nation, Tyler. There's gonna be a whole cool thing for the story, and I'm working on it. Of course, each trailer will be launched after a week or so after the original episode. Episodes are only like 30 minutes, maybe even 40. It kind of varies. This video is like 35 minutes long. I don't expect me to talk that much, but we do plan to continue the storyline just so that way when we're finally done, we get to the big ending, which I do plan to make. All our colors for our armor do kind of mix up to this, like, cooler thing, and someone will die in the next couple episodes. So whoever it's gonna be is dead until we revive them, or if we ever could. And right now, I don't even have to go off script, but I do enjoy this realm. I enjoy playing with outplays and all of them. It's just the issue with this realm currently is the endless amount of trolling compared to like regular SMPs. I get it. Everyone here is new. We want to do something cool with one another. It just kind of sucks because sometimes I'll log in, my dogs are dying, or phantoms are spawned in. We know it's you, Alec. Don't try to play it off tough. I'm just joking. That's just meant to piss him off. Okay, cat, stop it. You're not getting the bunny, bro. But it is kind of shitty playing the realm, and there is some issues with it. But like after all, it's really nice. It's fun. I don't really disrespect much people here. Like everyone's kind of cool. Beast is one of those few people that are kind of chill with. Pyro, Tyler. You can entirely join the Discord, both mine and Alex, that are going to be in the description if I ever get the chance to. Subscribe to Pog, Bloxy, and Alec. They're the three YouTubers in the SMP. There's also Beast, which I haven't had Beast. I haven't had Beast's YouTube channel, so subscribe to him. And don't hesitate. It's 100% free, and you get notifications when I post a new video, go live, or even make a community post. And subscribe to them because they're really cool people, and Hog is one of like those few friends that really just enjoy my company. Same with Alec. And if you're new to the channel, like I said, subscribe, like it, and put down animal names or even hanger names. Like I'm down to name things for you people. Like I don't mind if it's like a stupid name, a silly name. Like you can name one of these hangers, and I'll put a sign there that says that it was named by this user and what the name is. We're gonna go live again next week, maybe this weekend. Me and Bloxy got a video to post Friday for both of us. We plan to continue doing videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, like I said, 100% check out Bloxy's channel. He posted his first video, which I'm happy about. Check out Alec Plays. He's really cool. And check out Pog. He's also pretty sweet. And yeah. Oh, and there's my creeper farm. Forgot about that. But, you know, it's just a mob farm. No one cares. But yeah, no, if you guys have got any questions, the next video will probably be a Q&A before the trailer for episode 3. Even though technically we did it on live, like recent live streams. I plan to go live probably every Saturday. So yeah, if you guys want to just watch content and see what we do on the SMP, what we're up to, I'm down to always talk about it. But right now, I think